Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is the Political Eye Kenya. So ladies and gentlemen, I actually did a video in this channel trying to explain to you the reasons why former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was using this strategy in their camp, that everyone in that opposition camp is vying for the presidency. And it's very clear that this issue, this strategy by Rigathi Gachagua did not sit well, or is not sitting well with the Secretary General of Jubilee Party, Jeremiah KIONI. And remember, Jeremiah KIONI is trying to win the candidature of Matiang'i. The Jubilee Party is trying to win the candidature of Matiang'i to fight for the presidency, when we all know very well that Jubilee Party is not there. Yes, it is there, and to some extent, the life is in it is almost to zero. So why is Jeremiah KIONI not happy with Rigathi Gachagua saying that he's going to be on the ballot? And Jeremiah KIONI still insists that Rigathi Gachagua to stop that story and back Matiang'i fully. So,
na nyinyi wa Kenya mkubali tuugane. Sasa mimi sina kitu ya kuficha, tuugane nyuma ya Matiang'i sisi wote. Anakubalika hapa Ukikuyuni, anakubalika Ujaruoni, anakubalika kila pahali, na watu wasije kuanza kuwekwa katika vikundi vya ukabila. Mmemsikia Duare akianza kuleta kutisha mambo ya vita. Hatutaki vita. Chama cha Jubilee ni amani na tunapenda kila Mkenya. It is a national party. Kutumia mbinu zote zile kuhakikisha kwamba sisi kama watu wa mlima, kula yetu haiko nyuma ya mtu mmoja. Kwa sababu tukigawanya kidogo tu, na ndio naambia mheshimiwa Rigathi, hii mambo ya kusema anasimama, tafadhali achane naye. Akifanya hivyo, amapatia Ruto highway ya kurudi State House.
So I think there are some major reasons, because if you can remember, Jeremiah KIONI and Rigathi Gachagua, they are not been friends for long. Even remember, Rigathi Gachagua was with Ruto, and Rigathi Gachagua took Ruto to Mount Kenya, and they defeated Uhuru plus Raila plus Jeremiah KIONI, the Jubilee Party. They defeated them in Mount Kenya, and they formed the government. So meaning these two people, they have not been friends. And if you can remember very well, immediately Kenya Kwanza government took power, the first thing that they tried to do was to snatch Jubilee Party from Uhuru Kenyatta using the likes of Kanini Kega. And it's very like, we don't know, or maybe this was the president's plan, or was Rigathi Gachagua's plan, because Rigathi Gachagua entered into that coalition without a party. So this maybe was a plan he hatched to take Jubilee Party to be his party from Mount Kenya, because that was almost the only one party that was thriving in Mount Kenya. So if you can see very well, these people have not been having good blood, in as much now they are coming to work together with interest. It's just interest is the one bringing them together. They want to defeat Ruto coming 2027. That's the interest.
Rigathi Gachagua, he doesn't have to be my friend. Let him be afraid to the difficulties Kenyans are going through. That was our fight with him. We were telling him that he is bringing us a terrible product to the mountain. He never had us, he insulted us. Now he has, he's now Paul. You know, Saul and Paul. So we are happy that he is the one shooting best at his former boss. But where we want to go, we already knew where we were going even before 2017, 2022. And so it is not, he has to be careful not to come and mislead or misdirect, not mislead, misdirect people, create false hopes. Getting Ruto out of power is not going to take just statements in the churches. It takes a little more.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in this particular video, I want to tell you some of the reasons why Jeremiah KIONI is not happy with Rigathi Gachagua talking about vying for the presidency coming 2027. And before I do that, if you are here for the first time, consider subscribing to this channel. And to the returning subscribers, I want to thank you very much, and don't forget to give this video a like. And without wasting time, let me dive in. The number one reason why Jeremiah KIONI is not happy or not comfortable with Rigathi Gachagua looking for that publicity or talking about vying the presidency is that Jeremiah KIONI wants to use Matiang'i to revive Jubilee Party. Jubilee Party is a shell right now. Jubilee Party needs a lot of revamping to make it a national party. Yes, it is a national party, but the power in it reduced. The power in it is no longer there. So when they have a presidential candidate supported by other powerful parties, other powerful people in opposition like Rigathi Gachagua, Jubilee Party can gain some life back. And that's the goal by Jeremiah KIONI. That's why Jeremiah KIONI started talking about Matiang'i even before Matiang'i announced himself that he was going to run for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya. So that's number one aspect. Jeremiah Kioni wants to use Matiang'i to revive Jubilee Party. And even if you can see very well, when Rigathi Gachagua addressed the Gusii Nation, it showed clear that Rigathi Gachagua was not comfortable with that thing. And he challenged the Matiang'i and the Gusii region to do what? To find a political party with the roots from the Gusii region. That was not a coincidence. Rigathi Gachagua was trying to challenge this aspect of Jubilee Party winning the candidacy of Fred Okengo Matiang'i. That's number one. The number two thing is this launch, or the Rigathi Gachagua unveiling the DCP party. We all know that Jubilee has been thriving in Mount Kenya, and with the Jubilee life reducing in it, Rigathi Gachagua is now coming in with DCP party. And if you can see very well, Rigathi Gachagua is now going to control the masses of the Mount Kenya. The votes in Mount Kenya is the one going to control them. And this also doesn't sit well with the Jubilee Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni, in my view, because if Jubilee was the one enjoying all that power in Mount Kenya as the political party, then DCP is coming in with a storm to take everything that they could enjoy, you see. And the DCP is now proving to be more powerful than Jubilee Party, which has been there. And the DCP party is just around 3 days old. So you see, that aspect is not sitting well with Jeremiah Kioni, and his move or his plans to revive Jubilee Party maybe to some extent is not going to work, and that's why Jeremiah Kioni is not happy with this aspect of Rigathi Gachagua saying that he's vying for the presidency. He wants this thing to be clear from the start that in that opposition, everyone is backing Matiang'i. And I was trying to explain to you that this can be a strategy by Rigathi Gachagua, so that the opponent, which is Ruto, should not know who is going to face this early. And maybe to some extent, if this was a strategy that they were planning to use, or Rigathi Gachagua was trying to use, maybe they didn't discuss it. So that's why Jeremiah Kioni is not sitting well with it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I see there's some sort of issues in opposition in the Gachagua camp that maybe they need to address before it erupts out. So if they fail to do so, maybe it can escalate to another point. So if unity cannot be found in that opposition party, 2027 will be the same. They will not do anything. But if they can find that unity and stop these things we are seeing out there, that they are showing that to some extent they are not in good terms, maybe if they can unite, people can have hope in them, and their supporters also can have hope in them. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my thought, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is the Political Eye. Leave me your comment, and don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. Bye for now, and let's meet in the next video.